I know. Nice. Let's go. Whoa. So, what's the situation?
Our bed is nitty gritty.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty bad. So we're going to shake out the blankets and I'm going to vacuum off the bed.
This is day 5, right?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Just 4.
Only 4.
Yeah. Get out of here.
It's been a fun day of running from the wind, and so we relocated a little bit further so that I can hopefully score a spot up in this sandstone canyon. I've been here before, but it's a great spot when the wind's just unpredictable. Whew. All right, well, camp was delayed slightly. We came around the corner and there was this poor fella all decked out in his motorcycle gear. His fuel pump had died on his KTM, and he was hoofing it all the way back to town. So gave him a quick ride, and now headed to camp. Oh. Windy, cold evening always means smorgasbord. Oh no! All right, after a catastrophe, smorgasbord time. Here's yours. Here's yours. Just don't squeeze, okay? Do not squeeze it. Be very gentle. There you go.
That was such a gross sound.
All right, here comes Mama. Watch out. Snuggle! Oh, so many blankets. Ah. Well, good morning. You know, it's difficult pulling into camp in the dark and just not being able to see what's all around you. But the nice surprise, most of the time, is when you wake up to something like this. Just cathedral of sandstone. And it's a fun trail getting up here too. Even though we're continuing to drive further and further south, the weather has been like right on our heels, and so we're still seeing probably 20s every night. I don't know, it just makes it miserable for hanging around outside camp with kids. So we're just going to keep pushing, and the weather forecast is saying it's supposed to warm up anyhow, so we're looking forward to having some pleasant evenings outside. Good morning. How'd you sleep?
This.
Yeah.
This is.
You go for a walk? Look at the rocks? Wow. It's your perfect size. Is that your house? Yeah, is that your house? Look at Ace. Say echo!
Echo!
Echo! Fancy.
We're a little pretentious.
No, it's great. Good boy. Perfect. Science.
I didn't even measure that.
Oh, you're just that good.
Well, because the scale, the way you kept wobbling it, it wouldn't zero out because it wasn't a still surface.
Oh, because I was moving the thing.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
Good
just
shot.
winged it.
We'll see how it tastes then.
It's gonna be great.
You think so?
Yeah.
That'll do. That'll do. Hi, ladies. Are you so cozy? Oh man, Abby's been pounding that food. You make me jealous. I want to be in there. That looks delicious. Mm-hmm. All right, well, we've been on the road for 5 days now, and as of last night, we ran out of our first tank of propane. Now, if you look at our trailer, it's a little bit different than some of the other ones that Expedition Trailer makes. We specially requested no spare tire on the front of the trailer. We want to just use the spare that's on the Tundra and instead place 2 20-pound propane tanks. And that gives us one to use for the fire pit, but it gives us loads and loads of capacity for heating things, and it's been spectacular. I'm so glad that we made this decision. So after 5 days of running constantly, even on the road, because it was so cold outside, we had the cabin set to 50 degrees, and that does 2 things. It keeps the cabin preheated for when someone wants to pop in, like to change a diaper or something like that. But also, the ductwork comes back here into the kitchen and keeps all the piping and stuff warm. There's added insulation as well back here in the back to keep everything from getting too cold. And then the water tank itself, which has 36 gallons, and we've only used a quarter of it, has tank heaters underneath it as well. So those kick on, as long as you have a switch on, they kick on automatically when it gets below a certain temperature to make sure that your water doesn't freeze up. And I usually try to run with a half a tank or less if I'm just not planning on taking showers and stuff on the trip, but because it's so cold, I wanted all that extra mass to make it that much harder for the cold to overtake it during the night. It's just like if you had a bowl a quarter of the way filled, it'll freeze a lot faster than a bowl that's all the way filled, so mass helps that. But it's been phenomenal for cold weather. We would not be out here if it wasn't for the comforts and the capabilities of this trailer, so I'm beyond impressed. I will do a detailed walkthrough at some point and answer a lot of the questions that we've been getting from folks, but spoiler alert, it's very, very positive. A few of you have asked what that wah wah sound is, and that's just the coil spring perch on the trailer itself. When it gets packed full of dust, because all these dusty trails have been on recently, it likes to sing the song of its people. What did y'all think of that spot?
I liked it.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I like all the rocks with the holes and the crevices and
it's kind of like a little fortress almost.
Yeah, definitely.
So this is my first time riding in the back seat of the Tundra. I knew there was a lot of space back here, but this is kind of crazy. And one thing I wasn't expecting was this window. It's just like a widescreen TV. It is awesome for viewing.
Follow me to my favorite tree. Well, I'm offering a steady hand. I could be your security. There's no guarantee
She was putting her finger in the like hole of the slide or whatever. So I wonder if maybe that's where she did it. I feel bad because I actually have like cute Peppa Pig ones at the house and I didn't bring them.
I think that's the one weakness of this big old first aid kits is just little tiny band-aids would be ideal.
Right.
Mama.
Hold on, be still. Daddy's gonna fix it.
All right, let's see that finger. Hold your hand out like this. I need to see this one. Perfect. And we'll wrap it up and it'll get better.
Huh.
Perfect. Now, it'll get all better, okay? Leave it on. You can show Sissy you got Band-Aid. Yay!
Your first Band-Aid.
Yeah!
Ditsy! Look at this.
Resupplied?
Just need a few more days.
All right. Good boy. Good boy.
One day at a time, we'll leave our troubles behind. Yeah, 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 yeah,
There's the cow that Simon was talking about.
The lone one. Where's he gonna go?
I don't know.
He was looking.
He's like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, guys.
He's trying.
Got this.
You got a little scared.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you didn't even jump. Nicely done.
What did I just go? No. How's it taste?
You're pretty.
You see them?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whoa.
There they go.
Bye, burros. Whoa.
late night strolling, far from home and horizon looking like a sunset dream. Midnight talking, water crashing, evening feeling like a postcard scene. 'Cause it's just us two, dancing with the moon, my arms wrapped around you. Moon is lighting, sea of diamonds, I can tell the difference to your eyes. Morning's coming, we're not rushing, lie with you until the end of time. When it's just us two, dancing with the moon, my arms wrapped around you.
Good morning, sunshine. Hi. When we pulled off of the highway yesterday to find camp, it was 60 degrees. We thought we were going to have a nice mild evening. Solid. Frozen solid. Batteries completely depleted on the trailer. They were at 100% when we pulled in. I was trying to charge my aux system. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But between the extra demand and the heat pads on the water tanks, we were throwing codes this morning on low voltage. What the heck? We're as far south as we've been yet. And this was our coldest night yet. Unbelievable. I had Sarah set this out. 16. I don't know if you can see down there on the bottom. 16 was the low last night. So we fell over 44 degrees. Is that math right? Yeah. Wow. Oh well. Let's get a good breakfast in us. Thankfully we've got the sunshine fixing to warm us up a little bit, but whew, that was unexpected. So I've got the inverter on and I've got this cord plugged in here. My auxiliary box that I built a while back, which I've been powering Starlink and our freezer out of this. But for some reason, even though the Renogy battery has built-in heaters, it would refuse to charge. It would say it was under temperature. So I don't know why the heating elements are not working in it, but it's been a bummer on this trip. It's been a real bummer. We've had to like wait until it got warm enough to finally charge. So I'm gonna have to investigate this more. I've been through all the forums and stuff like that trying to figure out what could be wrong, but there's just not a setting that I can find that says, hey, battery heaters turn on. So that's a bit disappointing for cold weather camping. Lighter doesn't work. Ace is really turning in to be an awesome pup. I think we're at 10 months now, 10 and a half months old, and he's already doing extremely well. He's got his quirks, he's got his things, just like all dogs do, but we're working through it. But out here with the cold temperatures and all the steps that he's putting in, we've almost more than doubled his food intake, and he's just burning a ton of energy. He's in love with it. I mean, he stays close to camp, but he's got his nose and everything, just hunting and chasing birds and having a blast. It's awesome to see. How's your sleep?
It's all right.
Yeah?
Yeah. A few little, Mommy, I can't find my night-night. So I helped with those.
How has the sleeping situation been?
It's fine.
Yeah?
We're not getting up for a couple hours.
All right.
No.
Well, that's
so that's winning. If we can quickly go back to sleep.
Much improved.
Yes. Second.
Alright, I went ahead and closed down half of the tent to maximize the solar input so I can turn the truck off. It's been running for about an hour and a half because we were at 0 over here. That's pretty pitiful though. Just 78 watts. Yeah, got a little bit of a hazy cloud back there, but I think we're ahead of the curve. We can go ahead and turn the truck off for a bit. So steak for breakfast?
Yeah.
That's new.
Well, we were going to make it the other night, but then we ended up stopping really late for lunch, and so we weren't hungry.
Yeah.
So, got to cook it when it's thawed.
Yeah, it's ready. Fun fact, those 2 strips on the right are from my family farm in Tennessee. That is homegrown McHouston beef right there. I already ate the other ones. Don't drop that in the dirt.
Right?
I've done that before.
Yes, you have.
And this dirt doesn't come off.
No, it won't. Your favorite kind of brekkie.
Any meal.
Yeah.
When it's a cold morning, this is just the thing. You just have to eat it fast because everything's cooling off.
We had some potatoes left over from the other night.
But those are crispy now.
Yeah, they're going to be good. If we don't have ace hair all in it.
Oh, mama, get you a slice of that. That's the stuff.
Steak is good for breakfast.
Breakfast with steak. Look at that. All right, so we do not feed our dog people food, with one small exception, and that is leftover steak, because he's been a good boy. Leave it, leave it, leave it. Okay. Good boy.
Let me help me carry my...
How's it going in here? Are you warm? Let me shut the door. Okay. So you may have noticed by now that we've got some new fridges. We've got the Iceco over here, and then the APL 35 dual zone up there in the truck on the MSA 4x4 slide. If you've been following us since day one, we started with an ARB, and then we moved to Snowmaster. Snowmasters are still going strong. Love them, absolutely love them. But we wanted to branch out, try some of the more affordable options, because, man, some of this stuff, it just starts to get so expensive when you try to buy a quality this and a quality that. And sometimes you just need an affordable option, especially if you just want to go 3, 4, 5 weekends out of the year. You don't want to drop $1,500 on a fridge. And so we're testing the Icecos to give you guys our opinion. And for starters, I've enjoyed them. I think that they are a good bang for the buck. They're not perfect. But I will say the only things that I'm really concerned about is the fact that the tubs don't have a seal at the bottom. So if you spill steak juice in the bottom of your fridge, it will work its way up in the crevice. Nothing a little bit of silicone can't fix. We've given that feedback to Iceco. Hopefully they will seal it themselves going forward. The other issue is with this black one here. Unfortunately, the lid, when the sun hits it, it wants to bow, and that releases the seal on the lid itself. So you're going to have some efficiency loss. That being said, it's not been an incredible draw on power. They're still very, very efficient, and they have one of the highest quality compressors out there, and that's really what you want to look for when you're trying to select a fridge. The APL 35 aluminum body looks like a Alu box. Is stupid lightweight. I love it because I can move it in and out of the truck. We use it as an extra freezer at home. But it's also dual zone, so you can have a little freezer section and a big fridge, or you have a big freezer and a small fridge section. It's a great fit. I love it. And that MSA slide makes it a lot easier for Sarah to be able to look down inside and get what she needs out. The fridge is so light, though, it doesn't want to fall the way it's supposed to in the fridge slide, so you saw her awkwardness as she's trying to get it to come down. So, I mean, that's another nice aspect about those APLs. I think that it's going to be a good fit for a lot of folks. But we'll continue to give you guys our thoughts as we see how they do in the long run. Full disclosure, they did provide us with these fridges, but we're still going to tell you what we think. If you followed us for a long time, then you know we're going to be honest with you about the stuff, because we want to see products improved and we want to see a happy customer down the road. It doesn't do us any good if we're making people mad out there by selling them a load of crap. Seeing as how this morning at camp has turned into Kevin talking about all the different gear. These are Rich Solar 100 watt solar panels. I've not been super impressed. I went with these because they were the lightest in a size configuration that I needed to maximize the roof coverage space up there. And in full sun, it does good to do about 280 watts with 400 watts of solar panels, and that's frustrating. That's a little bit frustrating. But it's been great supplemental. It's been really good supplemental power to be driving down the road, not only have the DC to DC within the BMS on the Red Arc that's in the trailer, charging those two 100 amp hour batteries, it's just a little bit of help. But I was really hoping to get a little bit more output than what we're seeing. So yeah, I'll continue to test and let you guys know if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Now, if you remember a while back, I did the whole conversion on our original Starlink, chopped the back of the dish off, put it in the flat mount system, and that was phenomenal. That was a game changer. We were connected on the move almost everywhere we went, unless there was just so much tree cover that it cut us out. Unfortunately, it was heavy. 1, it was expensive. 2, and then when the jack got damaged, I replaced the jack, and not realizing that internally they had swapped positive and negative, and I ended up frying the system. The whole Starlink just quit working. So we had to get the Starlink Mini, and rather than going with Star Mount again, I actually found this cheaper option on Amazon with these magnet mounts. Spectacular. It's awesome because I can pop it right off if we want to go somewhere and leave the truck unsecured for a bit. I can make sure and put it inside, lock it up. It's been phenomenal. And let me show you how I've been powering it. You might remember this guy. This is a battery box that I built in a video about 1.5 years ago, I guess. And it's been doing a decent job as being an interim aux power system for the Tundra here. We've got a DC to DC charger, we got a 100 amp hour battery, we've got a 1,000 watt inverter. But there is one fatal flaw that I've yet to figure out. And that is the fact that the heaters in the battery, so there's lithium cannot charge if it's below a certain temperature. Different batteries have different set points. But it has been too cold for the most part for a battery to generally charge out here. That's why I went with a self-heating element. So when it drops below a certain temperature, heating element comes on, keeps the battery warm enough that it can still receive charge and output charge, keeps everything happy. Hasn't been working. I've checked all the forums, done all the troubleshooting. There's no setting to force it on in the app. I don't know what to do. So I've been desperate at times when it gets low. I've put it in the cabin of the trailer, blasted the heat until it got warm enough to charge. And I really don't know. Yesterday, it just refused to charge at all, even though it was above the right temperature. So as it stands right now, not looking too good for the Renogy products. I will reach out to them, try to get some more information to see if I can't figure out what's actually going on. But it's frustrating when you build something like this, expecting it to work the way that it says it's supposed to, get out here in the real world, and it's just hard to have time, especially with a family, to troubleshoot something that should just be working out of the box. So I'll keep you updated on that, figure out what's going on. But I still like the concept. This has been great to have a build. The Tundra's in a stage right now where it doesn't have an aux power system in it. So having this sitting here ready to just throw in, power the Starlink, power the freezer, and all that kind of stuff has been great. I just wish I could get it to charge. And if you're wondering why internet's so important to us, it's not because we're browsing the grams. It's because Caroline has schoolwork that she needs to do. I'm filming. It's because Caroline has schoolwork that she needs to do, so she needs to be connected to be able to watch the videos for the different courses that she's on. And so it's a critical piece to us staying on the road for long periods of time. So this is the DC to DC connection point coming off of the truck. And there, Starlink, and then the fridge.